Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Linda, the scrapbooking photographer, and today I am here as part of the YouTube and Instagram hop for Iron Crafters Challenge. So the Iron Crafters Challenge is a monthly hop run by Anna from Peace Love Craft Clubhouse and Tara from the Paper Snob. And each month we are given a mystery item to incorporate in our layouts. So this month the mystery item is stickers, but because we've done alphas before, we're not allowed to use the stickers as alphas or phrases. So the stickers I am working with today are leftovers from this Easter pack that I've had in my drawer for quite some time, and you can see that I have used some things. I really liked the word Easter, so I've replicated that on my Cricut for today's project and added the word hunt. Now the photos that I'm using are from an Easter egg hunt that we had last year. It was for our neighbourhood and lots of different kids were here, so I'm using placeholders for most of the photos, but this gives you a little bit of an idea of how we dressed the place up. And I made little baskets for the children to go and collect the eggs, and we had fun hiding all the eggs, and then all the adults got to have a cup of tea and coffee and some Eastery morning tea. So it was a lovely morning, and I'd really like to get them in the album. So I do keep inside these packs a zip strip which tells us what colours coordinate with the pack. And some of the colours on this list are no longer available. So I have, I've got peach, and I've incorporated the Seabrook, which is close enough, and it will look okay, that nice pastel-y type tonings. So let's see what we come up with. So before I start do any stickers, I need to get the basic layout sorted. So I have had a wee play, and what I'm going to do is do 3x3 photos up the top here in a line, which will match with the 3 that I have already cut out that I was showing you, and they're going to come down this way. So you'll get some idea of the colour. Then I've got a couple of 3x4s which I'm going to pop in here, which will leave room above for the title and below for the journaling box. And then I've got 2 4x6s which are going to come in here. So this photo here that I showed you, I'm actually going to fussy cut that out and pop it up here. So I'll go and do that, and then we can work out the colour scheme. Okay, so he's now all cut out, and he's going to sit nicely over the top there, out of the top of what we put here. And I love these egg type papers, which are perfect. Now I think this one is kind of the right size for that. So I will also make mounts for those. These 3 I want in a line, and I'm thinking that I might mount those in the Seabrook and the peach. So maybe we'll do that side first and then see how we go. So we really want just a little frame around the outside, so I'm going to make it 3 1/4 wide, which will give me 1/8 of an inch on each side. And with the peach colour, we'll go 3 1/2, which gives us another 1/8 of an inch all the way around. So got 1, 2, 3, and then these go on top of here, and then we'll chop them off to make them the right length. This the pattern to make these baskets I have in a PDF format, so if anybody wants it, just give me a yell, I can send it through to you, no problem at all. It was good fun to make them. They're just made with normal cardstock. In fact, this piece here is a piece out of the pack that I'm using. So it's just normal cardstock and some stickers on the outside, and I think it's all held together with a couple of brads. Okay, trim that one. And then we can stick it onto this one. Okay, so that goes in there. Okay, now this piece I've decided isn't quite big enough because I would actually like it to go under here. And that's, if there can be an upside down, that was it. So that might be a little bit wide at this stage. Where are our photos? Okay, so I'm going to mount these also. Let's just put the title on actually. I need to stick this together, but I haven't yet, just in case we need to change the colour of the background. But I think that'll be okay. Easter hunt. Yep. That will go there. This will come in under here. I'm going to put this together and mount these photos. Now, a tip I've seen from Janice Gilhooly, who is a close to my heart maker in Australia, is that if you use just your normal sticky double-sided tape on the all-purpose mat, then it's a lot easier sometimes than glue, which I was really happy to discover because the glue always ends up coming out the side and being quite messy. So this is just a matter of cleaning it up off the mat, which is very easy to do. This font is called Bravely, which I downloaded from DeFont, and I've offset it on the Cricut to give that peach coloured background. Now, I can't remember which font this one was, but when I came to offset it, I needed to make sure that I had enough gap in the middle. So I actually welded the two words together, Easter and Hunt. So I welded them in the Cricut so that the offset feature when I used that was the same all the way around and was really guided by this U and N as to the size that it came out at. Okay, so they'll be a lot easier to handle now. Now these photos, what colour? It's hard without the actual photos to figure out what colour to mount them. So I'll just go and have a look at the photos and work out a colour. So what I decided to do in the end was to reverse the mounting that we've done on these three for these ones. I know some people make all their layouts in advance without any photos, but I've always worked with the photos first and then the papers that go best with what I've ended up with. So it's just the way I do it most of the time. So the reason I went for the double mount in the end was firstly so that it kind of matched that, but also because the photos have got lots of different colours in them as well, I wanted to get a little bit of separation between them and the busy background. And I think we'll leave that much paper there. That paper is going to be the right size. And just make sure we've got it in the right spot. Okay, so we can stick these together. And then we'll just cut them in half. These two here, which will give us a nice clean edge at the top. And at the bottom. Right, I can stick that to start with, and then we'll work on the journaling box under here. and the second page. Right, so we've got everything stuck down. Now there is just a little bit more at the bottom here than at the top, but that's okay because we're going to put a journaling box in here and then link the two together. So this will be where we first use stickers. I'm just going to trim this off to make it the same width. And I'm going to take it right down to the bottom of the page because I'll put a little piece of white in there to finish off with and to write on. So that will go in there like that. Now on the sticker sheet, we've got two things we're going to use here. We're going to use this bunny rabbit because Easter is all about bunnies, hey, particularly egg hunts. And we're also going to use this border to go in between. But I'm just trying to economise on this beautiful strip here. So we need about that much to that there. We'll cut into there. The idea is to make the distance between here and the bottom of here similar to that. Doesn't have to be exactly the same. But I do want all pink coming through the holes, not any stripes. We can do that. And then Mr. Rabbit doesn't quite fit. So we'll pop him there. Just grab a little bit more of that. Right, now we need a little piece of white to go in there to journal on. So I can cut a piece out of this to fit. So we want it to come trim in there. I think we'll go to here and leave Bunny alone now he's in there. Here's time for another sticker. This one says on a hunt. But let's pop that one to one side and bring in the second page. So the first thing we know is how we're going to mount these three photos because I want them the same as that. So I can go ahead and do that. Okay, so I've got this one up here and I've got these two here and I'd like to do a little sticker cluster down in this corner. But obviously it needs some colour in here and I want to bring some of this in. So I have this piece of sheet left and it's not a full sheet, so it's not 12 by 12. So what I'm going to do is make it the same width as that, kind of there, and put that down the middle. Okay, so I know we want something down here. Now there are eggs everywhere. I think what we'll start with is this little pot here, but it can be around, have an egg as well. It's a matter of making up a little cluster. The eggs were hidden, so we can kind of do something. I'm not very good at making clusters, I have to say, but we'll see what we can come up with. Now, I've also got this photo that's still to go in there. So what I'm going to do is get a little piece of plastic over the corner of that photo so that I can stick this down and not be on top of the photo, because try and get it in the right place. We need to be able to slip the photo in under there and then we can take the plastic off and stick that down. Now there's also some little sprigs of leaves here which I thought would look quite cool. ties in with that colour there, which is quite cool. So in the old days, we used to, if you went everywhere with stickers, they called it a sticker sneeze, and you don't want to do that. But I think if we just go kind of up that way, it will be all right. We have so many other options of decorations now too, with mixed media and stamping, etc. So it's nice to use some stickers again, like in the old days. We've got lots of little dots that I can put up there, and then unfortunately my filming had a bit of a glitch, so I'll just skip to showing you that I also added some gems to the page, and I've just got some close-ups here going through. Thank you all for watching today, and I do hope you get to see everybody else's videos and find some inspiration for using stickers in your own projects. Tune in next month for Iron Crafter's mystery product. Happy crafting!